Hey vinyl community, hey new wavers, it's Shad with Vinyl New Wave. Today's Friday of week 2 working from home for me, and week 1 for my wife and daughter. So we're all cooped up and happy here together, which is cool. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope none of our friends out there in the vinyl community have been taken ill with this COVID-19. I hope, your work, if it's suspended or laid off, I hope you were able to recover pretty quickly. I'm luckily I'm in a position that I can work from home. And, I've been taking an opportunity to listen to a lot of vinyl. Luckily the kids kind of go off and do their own thing, and my wife and my daughter are working upstairs in our mother-in-law apartment. Just so happens that was vacated back last month, and so we were lucky that we had have a place for my wife and daughter to do their work from. So everything is peachy, right? Another little update on my back. I know a couple people have asked about my back. I've actually been somewhat pain-free since the middle of January. I got that, if you remember, I got a shot back in December, and it took a good 4, almost 5 weeks for that shot to really take effect. I've been feeling better. Still have a little bit of pain now and then. Seems like that shot's starting to wear off. I have days where where my legs hurting a little bit, but I'm fine otherwise. So on to the purpose of the video. Today, it finally came. Back last summer, I found an eBay seller. I don't generally go shopping for vinyl on eBay because usually prices are not that great, or with shipping and everything for like one record, it's just not financially feasible. So I don't generally shop on eBay. But last summer I found this seller who had a large collection of vinyl that he got as DJ promos. And record pool records, and he was selling them off in lots, and you would pay him, I think it was $25, and he'd send you 7 random records out of the lot. You couldn't choose, you didn't know what you were going to get. And I wanted to do that back then, but I just, for one reason or another, I just never got around to making an order. 4 weeks ago, he updated his listing to have 50 records for $65. And he had them broken down by genre. So you could have new wave, you could have hip hop, you could have house, or whatever. It's mostly 80s and 90s stuff. So he had one that the listing said 80s new wave and alternative 12-inch singles, and they're all 12-inch singles. Almost everything he said that he had was 12-inch singles. So he had one that was new wave, one lot that was new wave and alternative, 80s alternative. And so a few weeks ago, before everything got crazy and shut down and everything, I did a bid buy it now on one of those lots. So I have here a lot of 50 supposedly new wave records, 12-inch singles. I don't know what's in this box. I just know that there's 50 records. So I'm really excited to open this and share it with you. You guys are going to see everything as I see it. So hopefully, I'm sure there's going to be probably quite a few duds in here, but I'm hoping that there will be at least a few gems that will make it worth the $65 that I paid. So without further ado, let's crack the seal on this bad boy, and let's see what we got. Also, it took the post office forever to get this here. I mean, it was shipped media mail, but it sat in the sorting facility here in Salt Lake for like 5 days before they finally got around to delivering it. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, so let's see what we got. I'm actually really excited. This is going to be fun. All right, so first record on the stack. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Fly Girl and Cold in Effect. Not quite new wave, but whatever. George Clinton, Do Fries Go With That Shake? And a scratch medley. Is that George Clinton, Bill Clinton's brother? Or is that something else? Do Fries Go With That Shake sounds like something that Bill Clinton's brother would do. All right, this one is Frankie Avalon, You're the Miracle on Bobcat Records. All right. Let's see here. Boys Town Gang, Cruising the Streets. That's interesting. It's like some covers of something. All right, let's see. Next up. Ooh, there's the first pretty good gem right there. You Came, the Shep Pettibone mix by Kim Wilde. I can't remember. I may already have that one, but that's a good one. All right, next up. Jane Child, Welcome to the Real World. I recognize the name. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it, but Jane Child. The next one, the J. Giles Band, Concealed Weapons. I know the J. Giles Band, but I can't remember that song. Probably off one of theirs. All right, next up, India, Dancing on the Fire. That's going to be some freestyle or something, I think. It's produced by Jelly Bean, so yeah, I mean, it's going to be some interesting one there. Ingrid Chavez, Elephant Box. Not familiar with that one at all. Let's see, this one's got, it's produced by Paisley Park, so it's probably Prince adjacent, and also Junior Vasquez. So that might be an interesting one. All right, let's see here. This is Cyndi Lauper, Change of Heart, AOR mix. It's a remix. I'm not sure what that, I'm not sure I remember that song, but Cyndi Lauper, Change of Heart. All right, this one is Joy Winter, He Said, She Said. I'm not familiar with this one at all either. It looks very 80s, like Tiffany or something. I don't know. If you guys recognize any of these artists and there's something that I should listen to first, let me know. All right, this next one is another Sugar Hill Records, Monster Jam by West Street Mob, it looks like. All right. This next one is on Body Rock Records. It is Edgar Winter, Frankenstein 1984. No, I recognize the name Edgar Winter, but I don't know the song. All right, this one is interesting looking. Mercury Records, Christina, Sleep It Off. And this is actually an album. This is not a 12-inch single. This is produced by Don Was, so it might be interesting. Don Was from What Was Not Was. Has kind of almost a, I want to say I don't remember. The cover reminds me a little of a Grace Jones cover. But all right, next one, Cutting Records, Leave It All Behind by Tolga, Tolga. It's interesting. All right. Next one is Girls Can't Help It. Song is Baby Doll. Don't know that one either. Oh, this isn't looking very good, is it? All right. Next up, Michael Brown, Dancing to Your Own Music, Estate Record Corporation. I don't know. All right. Next up, Don't Leave Me This Way by Slip. And I'm wondering if that's the same Don't Leave Me This Way, like the Communards and the old disco tune. That's another cover of that, I bet. Okay, next up, Madonna's Eyes, Special Extended Club Remix. I don't know. Jane Collins. I don't know. And next up, Supreme Records, Princess, I'll Keep On Loving You. DJ version and regular version on the A side. This is produced by Stock, Atkin and Waterman, so you know what that's gonna sound like. All right, next up is Sweet Sensation, Never Let You Go. And next up is Harlow, Taking Off, which looks to be more of a EP. And yeah, I don't know. Kind of a interesting cover. It looks very 80s. You know, I'll have to give it a look, give it a listen. All right, next up is Astaire, Love Trap. This one looks, it's a 1984 Canadian, so who knows? I don't know what that is. Okay, next up is Tia. Song is called Boy Toy. Several different remixes of Boy Toy by Tia. All right. This one is a group called the Musical Reporters. The song is called Blowjob. It's Hard to Be President. That's interesting. And it is made in France. I'm curious what year this one was from, because 1987. I think that would have come out in the 90s. All right, next up, Shady, Get Right Next to You. The next one is actually a really good one, but it is one that I already have. Kissing the Pink. Certain Things Are Likely. 12-inch mix, 12-inch single. Has several different remixes. I'll check and see. The cover on mine is in much better shape, but the vinyl on this one might be okay. I don't know. We'll see. That's a good one. Okay, next up is a 12-inch single for Erotic Exotic. And the song is L-O-V-E, Love. I have a feeling that Classic Jam's going to like a lot of these records. I may end up having to send you some. If you want any of these, let me know. Next up is I Feel Love. I mean, it's kind of a white label, but it says I Feel Love there, and then somebody's handwritten Donna Summer, so maybe it's a 12-inch of Donna Summer's I Feel Love. I don't know. All right, next up, ASD Bottoms Up. I don't know. All right, next up, Debbie Deb, I'm Searching. Jam-packed records. All right, then we've got Ken Laszlo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. I don't know about that one. Okay, next up, Reckless, Nitty Gritty. On Valentino Records. A lot of record labels I've never heard of before. Okay, Chip. If I Can't Have You, Chipnotic. Coconut Records, If I Can't Have You. I don't know. Okay, next up, House Time Records, Bowel Movements. Push It. And Pussy Is Good. All right. Oh, next up, Alicia, Into My Secret, special extended club mix. I don't know. Okay. This one is Pepsi and Shirley, Heartache, extended remix. If I remember correctly, these two were the backup singers for Wham, Pepsi and Shirley. And then they had some hits of their own. All right, next up, Critique Records, Area Fachin, Save Myself. Or Saving Myself. All right, next up, Capitol Records, New Music from Hollywood, and it is New Music Seminar, New York, 1984, Greetings from Hollywood. Oh, it's got, it's like a compilation here. So we've got Tina Turner's What's Love, and it's like they're all mixed together. Tina Turner, What's Love Got to Do With It, Brass Construction, Party Line, O'Brien, Breaking Together, Split Image, Kiss and Make It Better, Reflex, which is a new wave band, Hurt, T-Connection, You Can Feel the Groove. And then the other side is, wow, let's see here, Thomas Dolby, The Nobodies, Duran Duran, Illustrated Man, Beloisum, Industry, and Roxette. So, an interesting medley of stuff there. Ooh, this one's kind of cool. This is, I might already have this one as well, but it is, let's see, side A is this is a band called P4F, and it is a remix, or not a remix, but it's a cover version of Relax and P Machinery from Propaganda mixed together in like a medley. And it's a cover version, so it's kind of an interesting beast. That's a good one. That's a little gem. That one's worth a few bucks. Okay, next up. Lutver Pullover. Next up. Loose Ends, Watching You. 12-inch single. Lots of... I'll check that one out. Okay, next up is Bardot, I Love to Bass. Okay, Bring the Noise Dance Mix. These guys I actually seen these guys in concert. Or in lip sync, if you will. One of the radio stations, when I was a teenager, one of the radio stations in town would rent out this roller skating rink, and they'd bring in like a number of, they'd do like they'd have 3 or 4 different kind of up and coming or, interested bands. And I was there to see a gal by the name of Sandra, who is the wife of Michael Cretu from Hubert Ka and Enigma. And these guys were also playing Bardot. And they had a song back then that was pretty popular, but I don't think it was this one. But I don't know. I'll give it a listen and see. All right, next up, Sasha, So Good For You. All right. Next up, Sweet 2 Records, Carmen, You and Me. No idea what that one is. Next up, Evans and Fisher, How Could You Be So Lucky? No idea what it is, but there you go. Okay. Next up, See-Through Records, La Flavor, Mandolay. Okay, next up, Diana Ross, All the Greatest. Endless Love with Lionel Richie. It's my turn. It's just a big best of Diana Ross. Okay. Next up is Zeti Le Freak. Not sure what that is. And the last one, Brenda K. Starr. The song is What You See Is What You Get. The 12-inch version. Other than 3 or 4 of them, I feel like I wasted $60. That was very anticlimactic. Because if you, like I said, I was looking for 80s new wave, and I think of all of these, there's maybe 3 that I would consider new wave. That one. Might keep that one. That one that I already have. Yep. I don't know, guys. I feel like I wasted some money here. Because I don't know if I'll even be able to sell any of these. Oh well. It was worth a shot to do it once. If you like this video, hey, thumbs up. If you like any of these records and you want them, let me know. I'll be sure to maybe get you guys out some VCLT. And yeah, hey, take care of yourself and each other. And remember, until next time, you spin me around like a record, baby.